Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Stonecrest Community Church. We are delighted to have you here this morning to worship God with us. If this is your first time here today, we'd like to invite you to stop by your connections booth and also to our conference room for a quick meet and greet. And Drew is going to show you how to get there.
So, if you are new here, after the service is over, we want you to go to two places, okay? We would love it if you would, first of all, stop over at our connections booth. Now, both these places, you need to go through these two double doors, and the connections booth is going to be right over there. We'd love to meet you and be able to sign you up so we can give you a name tag. And when you get over to the connections booth, you're going to meet somebody like me. So the other place we are inviting you to stop by is just this way. Now again, just so you know where you are, these are the double doors. You come out of the sanctuary and we want you to make a right because we have a meet and greet waiting for you. We have some refreshments, some nice people, some people you can ask any questions of just to say hello to. It's right over here. You make a right and stop by this conference room. You can ask any questions you want to know about the church, and we just thank you so much for visiting us today.
We would ask if you would please silence or turn off all your mobile devices. Any cell phones or pagers that you might have on you that could cause any disruptions.
Hey, I'm with KJ right now. This is not a good time. Yeah, she thinks it's really rude when you do this during a service or during announcements. Just call me back later. Thanks. I'm sorry.
As I was saying, please silence or turn off all your mobile devices during our service as to not cause any disruptions during our message.
Easter is almost here. On Good Friday, April 6th from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., we will be having a day of prayer in the main lobby of Stonecrest. There will be prayer stations throughout the top floor where you can come to be still with God for as long as you desire. Then our Good Friday Tenebrae service will begin at 6 p.m. as we reflect together on the sacrifice of Christ.
On Easter Sunday, April 8th, we will have a very special service starting promptly at 9:30 and 11 a.m. We advise you to please be here early to get a seat. You don't want to miss any part of the service. Also, on Easter Sunday, we will have an Easter egg hunt for the children of Stonecrest and their friends and family. The hunt will be held for the children, 1st through 5th grade, on the front lawn of Stonecrest at 10:45 a.m.
Good. Tonight at 6:30, CMA missionary John Bechtel will be here to share about his experiences on the mission field. Let's roll a clip of John now to give you a better idea of what to expect.
I got a letter from Mr. Malone, and it started this way. Dear John, oh, how I hate to write. And he went on telling me he couldn't raise any money for the camp. At the end of his letter, he said, P.S. Please find a letter from a little girl, 14 years old, named Belinda Holmes. So I read the letter and it said, Dear Mr. Bechtel. I thought that's a little better start. Here is my ice cream money for 2 weeks. Please use it to buy the camp. That's all I needed to hear. I took the letter to Anthony Ballback, our fearless chairman in Hong Kong. Anthony and I went to see the guy. We said, we have the money to buy the camp. He said, you do? Read this letter. He read the letter. He didn't know whether to laugh, cry, or jump out the window. And 3 weeks later, Anthony called me up and said, John, I just got a call from the organization. The camp is ours for $1. 4.5 acres, dormitory for 350 kids, auditorium for 450 people, staff housing for as many as you need, an athletic field as big as you want. We got Sundo Camp. Proclaim the gospel camp. I want you to know that 1.23 million young people have gone through the camp since it started 30 years ago. 116,000 people have signed decision slips that they accepted Jesus Christ as their Savior. And it's all because one little girl took her $1 little of ice cream money for 2 weeks. And she got it in the game. And if we had another 2 hours, I'd tell you all the other people I've met around the world who've come to know Christ because a little girl gave up ice cream for 2 weeks. Are you eating too much ice cream? Get in the game and never be so excited to see what God can do when you give Him your all.